You're good, you're good.
Good. What's up, Clark Hall? How's it going, everybody?
Woo!
It has been so long since I've been on the Clark Hall stage performing at Golden Ward's Comedy Night. The last time I was up here, I think most of the people in this room were just getting ready to have the last 2 years of their high school experience ruined by this thing called the novel coronavirus. The last time I performed at the Golden Ward's Comedy Night was 2019. Please do not tell me how old you are in 2019. It's a very concerning thing to know. No, it's been super nice being back performing. It's really nice being back writing for Golden Words. Writing for Golden Words is one of those things that I didn't really realize how much I missed it until I was back writing again. And it's just been super great to be back. You know, Jacob and Jane, they're really awesome. All of the other writers, they're super welcoming, they're super nice. Honestly, they're too nice. You know, they're concerningly nice. They're sort of nice in the way that you're nice to a dog that has cancer and who doesn't know he's going to the vet later that afternoon. They give me pizza, they tell me my articles are funny, sometimes they give me belly rubs, it's really nice, but like, if I stand up and leave the room, I can kind of hear the grimaces as I walk away. You know, they're like, you know, they usually don't make it that long. He had a really good few years, you know, we just gotta put on a brave face for him. No, I'm 26, to let you guys know. 26 it's a concerning age, you know, I'm starting to confront my mortality. Honestly, you know, I'm scared to death. I'll just put it out there, which is, I think, a good thing because that did not used to be the case. I used to be a lot more indifferent about that. So I think being scared to death is, you know, a positive change since university. No, 26, I think 26 is an age where you can kind of tell what the chronic illness you're going to be dealing with or chronic pain you're going to be dealing with for the rest of your life is. You can sort of see it coming down the mountain even though it's not here yet. For me, I'm going to need arthroscopic knee surgery in this bad boy right here. And so... really sucks, but I can just kind of tell after workouts or like if I get really tired, it's not moving right. The good news is the state of healthcare funding in this province, 20-year timeline, that's about the amount of time I need to book an MRI, and so I do think I'm set. Thank you, Doug Ford. No, 26 is a weird age. I have a lot of friends that are getting married. This is something that's going to happen to all of you eventually, but like I have a lot of friends that are getting to the age where they're getting married. I remember when they were still single, when they started dating the person that they are going to get married to now, and it's really scary because, you know, as a single person, it's just concerning to like think, wow, so much changes so quickly. And if I could give a really serious piece of advice to everybody in this room here now, who I'm definitely older than, get in a long-term relationship as quickly as possible. I think you, honest to God, look to your left, look to your right, ask, could I make this work? And just like think about it real hard. Because you need to be in a long-term relationship by the time you turn 24. If you're not in a long-term relationship by the time you turn 24, you have missed the first marriage window. I'm serious. The first marriage window hits when you turn 24. If you're not in a relationship by then, that means most of the people that were going to get married in their mid-20s have paired off already and you're stuck dealing with the undrafted free agents. And you know, there are character concerns there. There's some measurables that you're not loving there. You didn't like their interviews. You know, that's not to say you can't find anybody. We still find good backups from the undrafted free agents all the time, but like we're not expecting to find quality starters here. And so, you know, as a fellow undrafted free agent, let's also be honest here, you were not the biggest catch either, if you make it to that phase of your life, and so that's something to reflect on. There is some good news for us UDFAs though, and that is that there's a second marriage window on the horizon if you don't make it by 24. The second marriage window, I would say it's really 28 to 32. And that's the divorces. You need to be prepping yourself so that when people in these first marriages that don't work out start to get divorced, you can be on the rebound. You need to be boxing out. And that's why I'm 26 now. I still got a couple years left. My sole focus in life for the next couple of years is I need to slot myself up so I'm ready to run through and hit the ground running when those divorces start coming back. I'm talking, I need to get my ass fat, I need to get my waistline snatched, I need to get my pockets thick, my hairline, I think it's still holding on, I might go to Turkey, we'll see if it slips. Need to be prepared. And that, honestly, this is a serious inquiry. If any of you have hot older sisters in unhappy marriages, please introduce me. I'm trying to make connections. I'm trying to get trying to get a foot in the door so that later on I can maybe get a finger in the mouth. You know.
My DA.
Yes. No, I really am trying to get fit though. I'm trying to get in shape. Lost a lot of weight recently. In the last 2 years, I've lost about 140 pounds or so. No, well, I will say my experience living at a bunch of different weights. From that, I'd like to say there's nothing more embarrassing than losing like 50 pounds and still being over 3 bills. It is a heart-wrenching experience. Like it is tragic to lose 50 pounds. But think about how many people lose 50 pounds. Like you have lost more weight than 99.9% of people will ever lose in their entire lives. And I am still wearing double XL and breathing heavy when I go up a flight of stairs, man. It fucking sucks. Tough lifestyle to lead. And honestly, the worst part of losing a lot of weight now is in the Ozempic area, people treat it like they treat championships that people won during COVID. It's like fake accomplishments. Bubble ring, asterisk, Mickey Mouse, does not count. And that really hurts my feelings because I'll have you know that this was purely spite driven, okay? I have no performance enhancement whatsoever. This is farm to table, organically raised, locally sourced, fair trade, self-hatred. No, that joke, I did some fat shaming in that joke, and you know what? I said being fat was embarrassing. Being fat's not embarrassing. Fat shaming is bad. What is embarrassing is getting fired. I got fired last year. It happens. There's something very spiritually destroying, I think, about having your boss call you into a meeting where they sort of rhyme off all the reasons why you suck. Well, HR just sits there in the cock chair and you just kind of have to take it. It's not a pleasant experience to do that. The worst part is this was not just like some regular job. Like I wasn't just like flipping burgers at Don's and they're like, oh, I got kind of sick of me. Like they had to pay me severance. Like think about how bad you have to dislike someone to give them $10,000 to never talk to them again. Like what would they have to do to you? Like granted, I know taking multiple 45-minute shits on the clock was probably not helping my case here, but still, I don't think it was that bad. So I've been doing a lot of job searching. I got laid off beginning of last year, and so for a while there I was job searching. I got sick of job searching, applied to my master's, continued job searching through my master's, and so I put in a lot of applications. And really, I think I've been putting in so many job applications, going to so many interviews that it's sort of impacted my dating life. I've been told in a lot of the first dates that I sort of treat them like the job interviews. And I think they're really related things. I think that a job interview and a first date are very similar. You're trying to meet a new person, you're trying to make a connection, you're trying to see if your interests and your goals are aligned for the long term. I'm trying to use them to fill the void in my soul that gnaws at me, that tells me I'm not enough. They're really similar things. Nobody wants to call me back for a second one. The good news is, I will say, a way they differ is that when I've tried doing hand stuff under the table, I usually see a lot more success at the job interviews. The first dates, they think that's a little bit too forward. They usually end pretty quickly after that. But the first dates, like Brad, he seemed like he really needed that. Still not willing to email me back, but you know what? I thought it helped in the moment. Job searching is really hard now. You're putting in all these applications, you're getting screened by AI. I think honestly one of the biggest things is it's just so easy for employers to do so much background research on you now. They can really look up your entire life online so easily and so quickly. Which is why it's really great that I'm not recording this and posting it publicly, making it probably the top search result whenever you Google my name, to watch a video of me saying all of these things. It's really great that I'm not doing that. That's my time. Thank you guys so much. This has been awesome.